So you want to learn scripting, huh? You're tired of these boring Roblox games and you think you're ready to make the next Deep Woken or the next fish, right? Well, maybe that's a bit above your skill level, but who am I kidding? The toolbox is probably your best friend. Anyway, enough with the introduction. Let's start. This is your home page. There are a lot of options. Let's choose base plate. Okay, let's go over some basic controls. Hold right-click and drag your mouse to move your camera. WASD to move, Q to go down, and E to go up. So this is your Explorer tab. It holds all your current game assets. Next is your workspace. It holds all physical elements in your game. Navigate to Server Script Service and create a new script. This is a server script, but you don't need to worry about specifics for now. This is known as an output statement. Let's run it. And if we look in our output, we can see that it printed "Hello World." Let's experiment for a bit. Right here, we have two print statements. Let's run them. Okay, it works. What happens if we remove these quotation marks? We got an error. The key phrase here is "got malformed string." This means that we structured our string incorrectly. So whenever we're printing words, we must wrap them in quotation marks. However, when we're printing numbers, they aren't necessary. If you don't have access to the output or script editor, then follow what I do. Navigate to the View tab, click Output, and Script Editor. To create variables, use local, followed by the variable name. To assign variables, use the equal sign, followed by whatever you're trying to store. We can then print this string using its variable name. While typing, you can see the script editor pointing out mistakes in real time. After creating variables, we can then declare them later in the code. Let's try adding some numbers. We'll name the first one num1 and the second num2. We'll then print both of them and see the results. Let's create a variable called sum. We will then store the combined value of num1 and num2 inside of it. If you create a variable without assigning data to it, then its value will automatically be nil. You can then silence it by assigning the variable with nil from the start. Let's make a function to add two numbers. A function is like a mini program inside your script. You write it once and then use it whenever you need it. This function, called add, will print the sum of any two numbers entered into the brackets to the console. Anything placed within these brackets are called parameters. Now, let's call this function by writing its name, adding two brackets in front of it, and placing our parameters inside these brackets. And as you can see, it printed the result of our two numbers. Subtracting is the same thing. Just change the name a bit to keep things consistent and change the plus to a minus. Now, use your knowledge from the tutorial to create a calculator that can add, subtract, divide, and multiply.